Welcome to the Warrior Code podcast, where we live by a code of strength, structure, faith, and purpose. Today, we're diving into a principle called show up. Every man says he wants to lead, to build, to leave a mark. But most men vanish when it's boring, when it's hard, when no one's clapping. But the men who win, they're not the ones with the loudest goals. They're the ones who show up daily, faithfully, silently. Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men. That's Colossians 3:23. This isn't hustle. It's holy consistency. If you're working for applause, you'll quit when the silence hits. But if you're working for the King, you'll show up when no one sees. And honestly, I've been there. I've disappeared before. Not from war zones, but from my home, from my spirit, from my own depths of my soul. At times when I was drinking, or numbing, or even chasing performance. I thought I was showing up, but I wasn't. I was visible, but I wasn't present. I wasn't showing up in my body. I was surviving. I wasn't showing up in my spirit. I was faking. I wasn't showing up in my marriage. I was escaping. I wasn't showing up for my kids. I was distracted. And the most brutal truth, it looked normal. It looked successful. It looked Christian. I told myself I was doing the work, but I wasn't connected to God. I wasn't led by love. I was led by proving. And I wasn't alone. I was surrounded by other men just like me. Good men, strong men, even godly men. Men who were settling for good enough, for cultural Christianity, for comfort disguised as calling. They were settling for good things, even God things, but not the God-appointed things, not the depth, not the fire, not the spiritual weight of truly showing up. These men were successful. They led in business. They served in church. They provided for their families, but they weren't on fire. They weren't surrendered daily. They were living off of a wake-up call from fucking years ago, and they didn't even realize they'd gone back to sleep. Brother, you can't live resurrected if you're spiritually lulled. You can't lead a family if you're emotionally numb. You can't walk in purpose if you're fueled by pressure instead of presence. God doesn't need your perfection. He wants your presence, and He wants it daily. So here's the code. Show up. Stay in. Serve well. Where in your life have you half committed? Where are you visible but not present? Ask the mirror. Ask your wife. Ask your kids. Sit at the edge of your bed and ask your God. If this hit home, I want you to DM me the words, "I'm ready." We'll walk this road together. You're not alone, but you've got to stop hiding, because men who show up daily, unseen, steady, are the men who God trusts to carry His glory in the open. Show up, stay in, serve unseen, live resurrected. And I encourage you, be strong, be faithful, and remember, you are a warrior.